So I'm creating a second channel. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. I'll have it linked in the description. If you guys are interested in following it, it's kind of gonna be like a version of the weekly schlap. You can check it out. Nothing really too crazy. I might post a wide variety of stuff on there. I don't know. I might make a gaming one later too. You guys can follow Twitch. I'm gonna start streaming on there. Maybe if enough of you guys follow, if there's any interest. So that's gonna be on the screen as well, in the description as well. Find me there. If you guys would follow my Instagram, that'd be kind of lit, because that's where I try to make a lot of decisions about what videos I'm making next. And you guys don't have to actually post anything. You don't have to like send me your ideas or anything. I'm just gonna have like little polls that you guys can fill out, and that'd be pretty dope if you guys did that. Also got my Twitter on there. Right now I'm working on a school project, so if you clouded it up, that'd be kind of sick for the school project. But anyway, we're just gonna get into the video now. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. You get the idea.
Hey guys. How are you?
To start, his subreddit was constantly complaining about how they were kind of tired of the raw, emotional, acoustic music that he was putting out, and they wanted some of his old classic stuff, such as Look at Me and other hype tracks. Also, he recorded the Sad music video, which if you guys don't know, that was actually huge, because it showed him and his new, more passive, more good energy type ex kind of going to the old ex's funeral, the one that would get in a lot of trouble, got arrested, and got accused of all these things. And people speculate that the reason for him making this video was actually to show the death of the old troublemaker ex, which obviously, with this music video being released after his death, it kind of sent chills down people's spine, because at the end of the day, he was attending his own funeral. Next, unfortunately, we do know that X and Juice were going to meet. They were talking, texting, FaceTiming, trying to set up a plan for them to actually meet in person. And this is kind of crazy to think about, because obviously fans have made such a massive deal out of this. This is like a dream case scenario, because it does seem like X, Juice, and Ski could have all made some wonderful music together. But I'll let Juice say it for himself.
We planned on, I ain't never meet him in person. We planned on linking up shit.
All through social media?
Yeah, FaceTime and stuff. You know, but
what was the last conversation you guys had?
About us meeting and shit. Yeah, now that I think about it.
We do know that Made in Tokyo actually did invite X to come to Japan with him. This actually would have been the weekend of his death. It's kind of crazy to think about, as this literally could have saved X's life had X accepted the invitation. We don't know why he didn't. There's obviously numerous reasons. He could have just not been available or anything above. But Made in Tokyo did put out a tweet that was kind of sad, saying that they were supposed to be in Japan at the time of X's death. We also do know that X had planned a charity event for after his death. Obviously, he didn't know it was coming, but he made the plan somewhere within this month, I think. And X and Lil Yachty actually took over the event for him and ran it for him, which was really cool of them. I think a few other rappers showed up, but Lil Yachty and Ski were like the main guys.
I want to ask, I'm not going to ask everybody, but it can be short. I want to ask what your dreams are. What's your dream?
On May 10th, Spotify made a decision to ban XXXTentacion and Rick Ross for hate content and hateful conduct. This would not actually remove their music from Spotify altogether. Rather, it would remove them from some of the Spotify playlists that they put out there, like Rap Caviar and all that, which really affects the streaming numbers and the income for the rappers. If you want to hear a little bit, Blackyspeakz here covered it really well, so I'm just going to let him kind of go over it. And he talks about what the actual rule was, and he's also going to go over the negative side of what happened.
Basically, what they're saying is if you're an artist and your behavior as a person is seen as hateful or offensive, Spotify will not support you in any type of way. Yes, your music will still be on their platform, but they won't go out of their way to publicly promote you in these big playlists. And you know what? That's very interesting, because I just went to some of your playlists and I found a couple people on there that shouldn't really be on there. I mean, according to the policy, of course. I saw that he was on there, and just 1 week ago he actually pled guilty to charges of assault and drug possession while he was in Sweden. And another person I saw on one of your playlists is who actually beat his girlfriend on camera. And you know who else I saw on there? I actually spotted the one and only. And according to your policy, shouldn't be on there because he was accused of rape. And also, let's not forget, he was accused of beating his wife. So exactly what kind of logic is this? Now, I think you see where I'm going with this. If it's gonna be fair, I think it should be fair. It seems like to me that Spotify are kind of picking what they themselves don't want to promote instead of taking the high road and actually doing it the right way.
On May 17th, X had actually announced that he was in the early stages of creating the Helping Hand Foundation with his mother, which, if you remember, earlier in the year he had a Helping Hand challenge where he kind of urged his fans to go ahead and give back to charity and all of that, and whoever gave the most would actually get to spend a day with X himself. So that's a little bit more than we see from the average rapper. Really cool of him to do that, and it seemed as though he wanted this charity work to become a bit more of a common thing. And with this, he also announced the charity event that I mentioned that Ski and Yachty took over. But anyway, very next day, it was announced that Sad, the music, obviously the song he put out, was down 17% per day in average streams, and this was due to the Spotify ban. Over the course of a year, this would be around $60,000 in damages, which obviously is pretty catastrophic to any artist's career. On May 19th, the very next day, X posted the only post he currently has on his Instagram now. I'm sure he posted a few after this and definitely some before this, but for whatever reason, his management and team decided they wanted to delete all of those. So, questionable decision, but we're gonna move on. On May 22nd, everyone kind of came together. The rappers, some YouTubers, and some actual fans themselves really started to give Spotify some backlash for this ban on the playlists for X and the others, while other people kind of came out in support for it. Just 2 days later, we would find out, though, that the fan support, Kendrick Lamar, and the YouTubers would all make a huge difference, where Spotify actually revoked their ban from X and added his music back to the playlists. Apparently, Kendrick Lamar even was willing to threaten to remove his music from Spotify had they not revoked this ban.
Someone like Kendrick, he was behind the scenes like doing his magic, and at one point, he threatened Spotify that he was going to pull his music from them if they didn't get rid of this policy. Now, the word has came out that Spotify has dropped these stupid rules and they're allowing everyone's music to be put back on the playlist.
On June 5th, Geneva announced to Miami New Times that fans had been harassing her. And this was something that kind of went back and forth, but it seemed as though this was the peak of when it was really getting bad for her. Partially probably due to the Spotify thing that happened earlier. I mean, her accusations, true or not, did get X banned on Spotify. Spotify really did not help this case, but whatever, we're past it. 3 days later or 5 days later, this is either June 8th or 10th, we do not have a concrete date for this, but we do know that X performed a private party in Parkland, Florida. So this is near the date of his death, just a week before, give or take. And it actually looked like it was a great time. There were a lot of funny moments from this. If you watch the videos, it looked like it was an absolute riot. At one point, the police pulled up and X had to kind of tell everyone to calm down for them to continue on with the show, and they did. There was this really funny clip of someone popping a party popper right in front of X, and it kind of spooked him. It really looked hilarious. I'm not sure if it's going to look as good in the recording I got for you guys because it's hard to get a high quality version of it, but definitely seemed like it was a great time, and X seemed to really be enjoying it.
Alright, let's say worst thing comes to worst, I fucking die a tragic death or some shit and I'm not able to see out my dreams. I at least want to know that the kids perceived my message and were able to make something of themselves and able to take my message and use it and turn it into something positive and to at least have a good life. I at least, if I'm gonna die or ever be a sacrifice, I want to make sure that my life made at least 5 million kids happy, or they found some sort of answers or resolve in my life, regardless of the negative around my name, regardless of the bad things people say to me. I don't give a fuck, because I know my goal in the end, and I know what I want for everyone, and I know what my message is. So I just wanted to say I appreciate and love all of you, and I believe in you all. Do not let your depression make you. Do not let your body define your soul. Let your soul define your body.
Developing right now, a search for a killer in South Florida after an up-and-coming rapper is shot dead. 20-year-old XXXTentacion killed in an apparent robbery. Police say the artist, whose real name is Jocelyn Flores, was leaving a Broward County motorcycle shop yesterday when he was shot by two men who ran up to his car. He was rushed to a hospital but did not make it. Onfroy's death comes just weeks after he earned his first #1 album, which debuted March 31st.
Yo, I had to point this out. We're gonna interrupt for 1 minute. We're gonna get back to it because I'm gonna say what happened after his death. But I'm gonna play how this man said it again. I put it in the Shiloh video and you guys were clowning him.
XXXTentacion.
Now listen, look, I was trying to see if any reporter said it right. Listen to this. This was so silk. Shout out to whoever this reporter is. They killed it.
Fans of XXXTentacion are rising.
Aurelia, you killed it. Gotta give her credit for that. Whole point is X wouldn't want us to be upset. Dante talked about this, X himself in the live. It was very clear. He just wants us to go on, live on, be successful, and be motivated through what we got to see of him and what we got to hear from him. After his death, obviously, he broke the all-time streaming record in a single day with Sad. His streams boosted over 1,000%. Geneva ended up dropping her charges in the upcoming months, and his mother also announced that he had actually had a kid on the way. Pretty pleasant for an ending, honestly. At least we got that out of it. Also, I'm making a video like this on Juice Wrld because I thought it was really interesting to do. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and if you do, like, comment, sub. You guys already know the whole idea. Have a good one. See you guys later.